Hmm. I hate this camera angle. It's like such a chopped camera angle. But anyways, we're outside, guys. This is my first time touching grass. It's fantastic. Here's some for you. Hope you enjoy that. I hope that shit tastes good. Um, Today I want to talk about being creatively confident. Um, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's ignore the elephant in the room that I'm outside, but let's get into it. Right? What does it mean to be creatively confident? Um, well, I guess we can start with what does it mean to be creatively inconfident? Is that a word? I don't think that's a word, but it's a word now, right? Creatively inconfident is kind of like, well, I feel like if y'all have seen my videos, right, which I'm sorry if you have, they're complete dog shit, but if you have, you know that most of the time I'm in my room, I'm kind of quiet. Hey guys, what's up, y'all? It's me, right? I feel like that for me was my creative in confidence. I really feel like that's not a word, but I'm gonna work with it, right? Um, I think the important thing to understand about creative confidence is believing and understanding, and truly believing. That's the important part. Believing that what you're doing and what you're creating is justified. Now, what do I mean by justified? I hope the mic's connected, bro. I'm gonna be so sad. But what is it? What do I mean by justified? I mean that like whatever you're doing, you're allowed to do it. Like when I'm outside here, I'm super uncomfortable. I don't know if y'all can tell. I'm super uncomfortable. This grass, I'm finna be itching. I might be sitting in poison ivy. This camera angle is awful, and I'm pretty sure people could probably hear me, especially if they're walking by. And that's kind of awkward to think about. But again, like the important part is what's more important to you, looking stupid or creating what you want to create. Which one's more important? If you think looking stupid is just that much more important, and you really don't want to look stupid, um, go ahead, bro. Skip out on recording, and that's what I've done. And that's what I've done this entire time with this channel. Whatever. If I'm like, the video is kind of mid, or if I'm like, it's not the perfect time. My brother's in his room, and he could probably hear me talking about some bullshit on the mic. And then I'd be like, I'm not gonna record, but I want to, and I'm justified in just creating because it's what I want to do, And I feel like what really, brought me to realize this is today I was just sitting outside, like 15 feet away. Well, not 15, it's probably like 100 feet now, but I was just sitting outside and I was like, damn, I was feeling kind of like purposeless, because I feel like a lot of things, especially like throughout schooling, because I'm not full time working yet, but throughout being in high school, I kind of just felt like I'm going through the motions, and I'm like, I'm just doing what I gotta do, and I felt like that was my purpose, but it wasn't exactly my purpose, I was making it my purpose, and I was doing it purposefully, but it wasn't my purpose. Um, and I think you know your purpose because it's something that you just want to do. And not necessarily something that you want to do like video games. I've been playing a lot of fucking video games this summer on some chud activity. Um, that's been kind of fun, but I know it's not my purpose because I just get tired of it. I just get tired of it. I like it, but it's just not. I'm not making anything meaningful or worthwhile. When I do videos, I feel like I'm making something meaningful, worthwhile. This is one of my purposes, and I feel like it's something that I just like doing. We're trying it out. We're trying it out, right? Creating. We're making something. Um, and so it takes a lot to have that confidence, and I don't think it gets any better. As somebody who still hasn't been anywhere near what I'm like trying to do with this channel and stuff, I don't think it gets any better. I think recording and in general just creating is always going to be like kind of uncomfortable, because I feel like not a lot of people create anymore. I feel like there is a lot of people who do, but I've never seen. What's crazy? I was thinking about that. I've never seen anybody just recording out in public. To be fair, a lot of people don't record anyway, but still, I just feel like you know, it's not normal. That's the thing. But the thing that I'm doing, the thing I'm creating, and what I'm doing isn't normal. But that's because I want to do something outside of normal. I don't really want to be just normal. That'd be slightly boring, to be honest. I don't think anybody really wants to just be normal because what the fuck is normal? Who the fuck cares about that bullshit, bro? Um, so yeah, I just came out here to say, be creatively confident. Take pride in what you do, and do it. Do it. I know, like you hear this probably 1,000 million times. Oh, if you want to get it done, consistency is key. You're just gonna want to do it, and some like you should just do it. But I feel like you don't really apply it until you actually just do it, like right now. And I do mean right now. It's crazy too because I watch these same videos, um, where I see a video and they're like, yeah, if you want to create, you just got to get out and do it. And I'm like, bet. And then I write that down in the notes. That's not what you want to do, bro. If you have the means to, do it right now, because the fact that you could do it at a certain time and you don't do it, that's time you can never get back. Even if you decide to do it the next day, right? like let's put an example. Let's say you're watching this video, like, damn, I'm trying to make music. Shout out ET. You're trying to make music, right? And you're like, you know what? I'm gonna make a song today, but then you're like, never mind. I'm gonna do it tomorrow, right? Let's say tomorrow comes and you do end up making that song. Congrats, that's great. That's progress. But how much do you want this? How bad do you want it? How bad do you want this? Because you could have made two songs, and that's just like a loose hypothetical, but it really clicked with me when I was driving. And tennis is something I love doing, which I just came back from playing tennis. But tennis is something I love doing just as a calm little hobby. Who knows where it'll go? We'll see how it goes. But so far, I like doing tennis. Whatever. As I'm like yesterday, I was trying to go play tennis, but I was like, it's not ideal. I went to my high school tennis courts. And I was like, but there's people there, so I'm not gonna go play because I don't want to. And talking to people, blah blah blah, whatever. And I was like, wow, I kind of felt like a bit. And on the way home, as I'm driving home, right, in my neighborhood, I see this girl who still goes to my high school, and she's walking tennis bag in hand. She's walking to the courts. She wants it more than me, bro. She wants it more than me, and she's gonna make it further than me because she wants it that badly. For me, I weighed them out, and I was like talking to people or playing tennis, and which one won? Well, okay, I guess I did that the wrong way, kind of. But you get what I'm saying, right? I weighed out my options, and I was like, yeah, I don't want this bad enough. Talking to people is too stressful, so I'm not gonna do it. Bad. That's bad looks. That's terrible looks because you just don't want it bad enough, and that's okay if you don't want it bad enough. But the thing is, I know that I do, but I'm not willing to just put it down. Well, until now, it takes a bit of confidence, that creative confidence, to be like, I'm justified in wanting this bad enough, bro. So shout out to her. I hope she's grinding. I forgot her name, which is terrible. That's terrible looks. 'Cause she's on my bus, but I don't know her anymore, so who cares, right? Um, but yeah, be creatively confident. Get out there, do your thing. I better see ET. I better see some music, bro. I'm pretty sure I'm following you on Spotify. Got your song in the playlist. So yeah, y'all get out there, go make some stuff. Yeah, I love y'all. Stay blessed. Stay swaggy. Um, Damn, it's good to be outside. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a while. It's been a while. Maybe I'll pick back up skateboarding. Maybe I'm gonna start recording some bullshit. I'm gonna start just recording some bullshit. But yeah, I love y'all. Stay blessed. Stay swaggy. I already said that. I'm really trying to think of a good note to end it on. And get that D, vitamin D. I meant vitamin. I promise. I